So good day everyone. Today we're going to discuss a final examination in advanced statistic with its corresponding answers. So first we have here the multiple choice type test A is all about hypothesis testing. So first question, what is a null hypothesis in hypothesis testing? So null hypothesis in hypothesis testing is a statement that there is no effect or no difference. So question 2, what is alternative hypothesis? So it is a statement that contradicts a null hypothesis. So what is a significance level in hypothesis testing? So it is the probability of rejection the null hypothesis when it is true. So number 4, if p-value is less than alternate hypothesis, what is the correct decision? So the answer is letter B, reject the null hypothesis. So 5, what is a type of 1 error in hypothesis testing? The type 1 error is rejecting the null hypothesis when it is true. 6, what is a type 2 error in hypothesis testing? Type 2 error is failing to reject an hypothesis when it is false. Letter A. What does the p-value represent in hypothesis testing? So the answer is letter B. The probability of obtaining the observed result or more extreme in null hypothesis that is true. So next question, what is the critical value in hypothesis testing? So the critical value in hypothesis testing A is a value that determines the threshold for rejecting the null hypothesis. So next question, what is a test appropriate for comparing the means of two independent? The answer will be B. Two sample t-test. Number 10, which test is appropriate for comparing the means of the same group? So the answer will be paired t-test. So 11, what is the following test about the two-tail test? So in two-tail test, it is the test for difference in both directions. So the answer is B. So number 12, what does the power of hypothesis in test measure? So the power of hypothesis in test measure is the probability of correctly rejecting the hypothesis, which makes that C is the answer. So which of the following increases the power of a test? So the answer is D, using a one-tailed t-test instead of the two-tailed test. So number 14, what is the test statistic in hypothesis testing? So the answer is A, a measure of how extreme the sample data under the null hypothesis. So 15, what test is appropriate for testing the association between two categorical values? So categorical values, which means that it is a chi-square test, which means that C is our answer. So 16, when should one sample t-test be used? It is the one sample t-test is used when to compare the mean of one sample to a known population mean. So which makes that A is the answer. So what is the decision rule in hypothesis testing? So the answer is letter B, a criterion for rejecting or failing the rejection based on the last statistic and critical value. So number 18, which of the following is not assumption of a parametric hypothesis? The answer is letter C, the data are measured on a nominal scale. 19, if the sample size increases, what happened to the standard error? The answer is B, it will decrease. 20, what is the relationship between the confidence interval and hypothesis testing? The relationship will be if the confidence interval includes the population parameter, null hypothesis is rejected, so which makes that B is the answer. So now let's move forward to z-test. So z-test. What is the primary purpose of z-test? The primary purpose of z-test is to compare the sample mean to a known population mean. So the answer is B. Which of the following is a requirement for using a z-test? The requirement of using a z-test is that the population standard deviation must be known. Letter C. What is the null hypothesis for one sample size? The null hypothesis for one sample size is the sample mean equals the population mean. Letter B. 24. When conducting a two-tailed z-test, what is your testing? Letter C. If the sample mean is different from the population mean. Number 25. What is the critical value of a two-tailed test in 5% significant level? The answer is letter B. In a z-test, what does a z-score represent? So the answer is the number of the statistical deviation a sample means from the population mean. So the answer is letter C. What formula is used to calculate the z-score in one sample z-test? The answer is letter B, formula letter B. What does the p-value less than the significance level indicate in a z-test? The answer is reject the null hypothesis, letter B. Which of the following is not an assumption of z-test? Letter B. B is not an assumption of z-test because it says here that the sample is randomly selected, which is not. 30. The researcher conducts a z-test and obtains a z-score of 2.5. What does this mean? So the answer is letter B. The sample mean is 2.5 standard deviation above the population. What is the critical value for the one-tailed test if of 1% significance level? So the answer is letter C. What is the standard error of mean used for z-test? So the answer is to calculate the z-score, letter B. In a two-sample z-test, what is the null hypothesis? The means of two populations are different, letter B. What does the high z-test indicate? So the answer is the sample mean is far from the population mean, letter A. Which test would you use if a population standard deviation is unknown? So t-test, since z-test is the one should be known and t-test is the one that is unknown. What is the relationship between confidence level and significance level in z-test? A. The answer is letter A. What type of data is required for z-test? The type of data that is required for z-test is letter C. Interval or ratio data. If a z-score falls within the critical region, what should be made? The answer is letter C. Reject the null hypothesis. 39. How does the sample size affect the z-test? So the answer is letter C. A smaller sample size always increases the z-score. No, the answer is letter A. A larger sample size decreases the standard error. So 40. Which of the following scenarios is appropriate for two-sample t-tests? So the answer is comparing the means of two samples with known population standard deviation. The answer is letter B. So now let's move forward to t-test. So what is the primary purpose of t-test? The answer is letter B, to test the difference between the two means. Which of the following is not a type of t-test? So chi-square test is not the type of t-test. So the answer is letter C. What is an hypothesis in a t-test? The answer is the means of two groups are equal. When is a paired sample t-test used? Letter B, to compare the means of two same group before and after the treatment. What is the key assumptions of the independent sample t-test? The answer is the variances of two groups are equal. Homogeneity of variance, letter B. What is the formula for t-test in one sample t-test? So the answer is letter A. Which, if the calculated of t-test is 2.5, the critical value is 2.0, what is the answer? So the answer would be letter A. So a one-sample t-test is conducted to test whether the mean of the sample is 50. The sample mean is 52. The standard deviation is 4. The sample size is 16. What is the t-statistic? So the answer is B, 2.0. In an independent sample t-test, how degrees of freedom calculated? The answer is letter B. If 2 p-value in a t-test is 0.03, what does it indicate? The 5% significance level. So the answer is reject the null hypothesis, which means that B is the answer. Which t-test appropriate to compare the means of two independent groups? So the answer is independent sample t-test, since it says there that two independent group. So what is the purpose of one sample t-test? The purpose of one sample t-test is to compare the mean of one single sample to a known value or population mean, letter B. In a paired sample t-test, the test statistic is based on the difference between paired observations, letter A. So what assumptions is unique to the independent sample t-test compared? Letter C. Independence of samples. If Levene test for equality variance gives a significant result, what should you do? So the answer is use the t-test results that assumptions an equal variance. Letter B. So 56. What does it mean to the 95% confidence interval for the t-test includes 0? So the null hypothesis is not rejected. Letter B. An independent sample t-test, a larger sample size will, letter B, decrease the standard error, correct? What does a significant result in a paired sample t-test indicate? The answer is there is a significant difference between the means of paired observation, which means that B is our answer. What is the main difference between the t-test and z-test? So the main difference between z-test and t-test is a t-test is used for sample size, small sample sizes, or unknown population variance, while z-test is used for large samples with known population variance. Which of the following is a limitation of t-test? The answer is B. It assumes normality of the data. So now let's move forward to the testing or the classifications or categories of the ANOVA. So 61. What does ANOVA test for? ANOVA test for is the difference between the means of 3 or more groups. Which type of ANOVA is used when you have one independent variable with more than 2 levels? So the answer is letter A, one-way ANOVA. So what does significance if ratio and ANOVA indicate? So the answer is at least one group mean is different. 65. What does the F statistic represent in the ANOVA? So the answer is a ratio between group variance to within group variance, letter A. 66. Which assumption is not required for ANOVA? Equality sample size in all groups. This is letter D. What post-hoc test is commonly used in ANOVA to find which groups differ? So the answer is letter B. 68. What does the between group variance in ANOVA represent? So it represents validity due to difference between group means, letter B. What does the within group variance in ANOVA represent? Validity within each group, letter B. In two-way ANOVA, how many independent variables are there? So the answer is 2, letter B. What is the purpose of two-way ANOVA? The purpose of two-way ANOVA is to test the interaction between two independent variables, which means that B is the answer. Which of the following is true about the repeated measures of the ANOVA? Letter B. It requires the assumption of sphericity. Letter P. 73. What is the sum of squares in ANOVA? So the answer is a sum of between group and within group sum squares. Letter A. 74. Which software is commonly used for ANOVA analysis? The answer is So the answer is letter D. None, all of these, as best as Excel and R. What does the p-value in ANOVA indicate? So it indicates the probability of observation, the F ratio by chance. Letter D. 76. What is the assumption of sphericity in repeated measure ANOVA? So the answer is equality of the covariance among pairs of repeated measure. 77. When is ANOVA used instead of ANOVA? It is used when there are multiple dependent variables. Letter B. What happens if the assumptions of ANOVA are violated? So the answer is results may become unreliable. Letter B. What is the alternative to ANOVA when assumptions are violated? So the alternative of it is Kruskal-Wallis test. What does a large F value in ANOVA means? It means that the means of group are very different. So now let's move forward to test E, which is category questions all about the Pearson moment correlation. So 81. What does the Pearson correlation coefficient measure? So the answer is letter B, the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two variables. 82. What is the range of the Pearson correlation coefficient? So the answer is letter B. So number 84. What is the null hypothesis in Pearson correlation? So the null hypothesis in Pearson correlation is the correlation coefficient is equal to 0. So which of the following assumption is not required for Pearson correlation? The data are ordinal. Letter C. What does a Pearson correlation coefficient of 0 mean? So the answer will be letter B. Both variables are not normally distribution. Now letter 87. What is the formula of Pearson correlation? The answer is letter A. 88. What does the positive Pearson correlation indicate? So the answer is both variables move in the same direction. Letter B. If R is equal to 0.25, the relationship between variables is letter B, weak and negative. 90. What is the squared value of Pearson correlation coefficient code? Letters B, coefficient of determination. 91. The coefficient of determination R squared explains letter A, the proportion of variance in one variable explained by another. Number 92. What type of variables are suitable for Pearson correlation? The type of variables are continuous variables. If the Pearson correlation is calculated between the height and weight, a value of R is equal to 0.5 indicates height and weight are strongly positive related. Letter B. 94. Which of the following scenarios violates an assumption in Pearson correlation? So letter B, one variable is ordinal and the other variable is continuous, since we need to have a continuous variable per Pearson correlation moment. For Pearson moment correlation. 95. What does a scatter plot of two variables with R is equal to 1 look like? The answer is B, a perfectly diagonal straight line with a positive slope. 96. When is a Pearson correlation not appropriate? So the answer is it is not appropriate when there is a nonlinear relationship. 97. What is the relationship between covariance and Pearson correlation? So the answer is Pearson correlation is the standard variance of covariance. 98. Which of the following can compute Pearson correlation? So the answer is D, all of these excel, SPSS, or R. If R is equal to 0.98, what can be inferred? So the answer is the variables have very strong positive relationship. Letter C. Number 100. What does the strength of Pearson correlation indicate? So the answer is letter C. The direction of the relationship. So what is the primary purpose of regression analysis? So the answer is letter C. To predict the value of the dependent variable based on one or more independent variables. What is a dependent variable in regression analysis? Letter A, the variable being predicted or explained. Which of the following is not an assumption of linear regression? Letter C, multicollinearity among predictors. Letter C. What is the role of regression coefficient in linear regression model? So it indicates the slope of the regression line. Letter B. What type of intercept represent in a linear regression equation? So the answer is the predict value of dependent variable with all independent variable are 0. Letter B. The equation of sample linear regression model is what? So the answer is letter C, 14. Wait. If the coefficient of determined R squared is 0.05, what does it indicate? It indicated at 85% of the variation is dependent variable explained by the independent variables. Letter A. 108. What is the formula of residual in regression analysis? So the answer is A. A multiple regression model has 4 independent variables. The number of predictors in the model is letter B, 4. Which of the following tests is used to determine whether the over-regression model is statistically significant? So the answer is ANOVA or F test. Letter C. What does multicollinearity means in regression analysis? So the answer is a situation where independent variables are highly correlated with each other. Number 14. What should you do if a multicollinearity is directed in a regression model? So, remove a combined highly correlated independent variable. Letter A. What is the difference between simple and multiple regression? Letter A. Simple regression has one dependent variable and one independent variable, while multiple regression has more than one independent variable. 14. Which of the following is an example of categorical independent variable? Letter C. Gender. What does heteroscedasticity in regression analysis imply? The answer is letter B. So number 16. If our regression coefficient for an independent variable is negative 2.5, what does it mean? It means that for every unit increase in independent variable, the dependent variable decreases by 2.5 units. So the answer is letter A. A model with R2 is equal to 0.95 can be described as blank. So, it is described or explaining that 95% of the regression independent variable. The answer is letter B, 118. If p-value of an independent variable is 0.001, what should you conclude? So, we must conclude that the variable is significant at 5% significance level. So, the answer is letter B, 119. Which regression method is best suited for predicting a binary outcome? So the answer is letter C, logistic regression. Number 120. What does adjusted R-squared account for in regression model? So the answer is A, the addition of irrelevant predictors to the model. So let's move forward to the type a letter G, chi-squared test. So what is the purpose of chi-squared test? The purpose of chi-squared test is to test associations between categorical variables, since the chi-squared test is all about categorical variable. 122. What type of data is required for chi-squared test? It must be categorical, so letter C. 123. Wait. The 123 answer is letter D. 124. The chi-squared test is most commonly used in what? The test goodness of independence. Letter C. In a chi-squared test, the expected frequency are blank. Letter B. Hypothetical frequencies under the null hypothesis. 126. If the observed frequencies are 10, 15, 20, and expected frequencies are 12, 8, and 15, what is a chi-squared statistic? So it must be letter A, 2.5. How many degrees of freedom is there in chi-squared test categories? So the answer is 2, letter A. Given a 2 times 2 by 2 continuity variable, what is the formula for the degrees of freedom? So the formula will be A, rows minus 1 times columns minus 1. It will be multiplied. So 129. If the chi-squared statistic is 10 and the critical value is 5%, the significance level is 9.40, what should you conclude? So the answer is reject the null hypothesis. Letter A. Which of the software can be used to perform chi-squared tests? The answer is letter D, all of the above. What does the significance chi-squared test use for independence? The answer is letter C. The variables are dependent. 132. What is the null hypothesis for chi-squared test of independent variables? So the answer is letter A. The variables are independent. So number 134. In which scenario would you use the chi-squared goodness of fit? test, so it must be used to analyze the relationship between numerical variables. The answer should be to test the distribution of single categorical variables. If the p-value of chi-squared test is 0.03, what does this imply at 5% significance level? So it implies reject the null hypothesis. The answer should be letter B. Which of the following represent a continuity table? So the answer is letter B. A table showing adjoint frequencies of two categorical variables. A chi-squared test of independence requires which type of sampling? So the answer is simple random sampling. Letter B. 138. What happens if one or more expected frequency are less than 5? So the answer is letter D. Any of the following: use the Fisher-exact test, or combine the categories, or increase the sample size. Any of the following. The answer is letter D. If a researcher conducts a chi-squared test with a p-value of 0.10, what should they conclude at 5% significance level? So the answer is letter B. Failed to reject the null hypothesis. 140. Which of the following is a limitation of chi-squared test? The limitation of chi-squared test is it assumes that all expected frequencies are greater than or equal to 5. Letter C. So 141. We are now at the non-parametric test. So 141. What is a non-parametric test? A non-parametric test is a test that makes no assumptions about the underlying distribution of the data. The answer is letter B. Which of the following is not a non-parametric test? So the answer is C. Person correlation, since we have here the Wilcoxon-Sine-Drang test, Kruskal-Wallis test, Mann-Whitney-U test, and the only non-parametric test here is a person correlation because it is a parametric test. So the answer is letter C. When should you use a non-parametric test? We should use a non-parametric test when the data does not meet the assumptions of parametric test. Letter B. What type of data is typically analyzed using non-parametric test? The type of data is usually letter C. Ordinal or wrong data. What is the mean 145. What is the main advantage of non-parametric test over parametric test? The answer is letter C. They can be used when the data does not meet parametric assumptions. 146. Which test is used to compare the means of two independent groups? So it is Mann-Whitney-U test. So the answer is letter A. The Wilcoxon-Sine-Drang test is used for blank. Is used for comparing the paired or matched samples. Letter B. 148. What is a non-parametric equivalent to paired t-test? So the answer is what? Letter C. Wilcoxon-Sine-Drang test. Which non-parametric test is used to compare more than two independent groups? So it must be letter B. Kruskal-Wallis test. What is the purpose of Friedman test? So the purpose of Friedman test is to test the difference between three or more dependent groups. Letter B. So 152. The null hypothesis in Kruskal-Wallis test state that all groups or medians are equal. So letter B. 153. A researcher conducts a chi-squared test of independence and obtains a p-value of 0.4. What should they conclude at the 5% significance level? They must conclude that they must reject the null hypothesis. Letter B. In Wilcoxon-Sine-Drang test, the test statistics is calculated using blank. It is calculated using the sum of ranks of positive and negative difference. 154. Which of the following tests would you use to analyze the relationship between the categorical variables? So it must be letter B, chi-squared test of independence, since it states there the categorical variable. 156. If the p-value of Mann-Whitney-U test is 0.15, what should you conclude? We should conclude that fail to reject the null hypothesis. Letter B. 157. What does it mean if a Kruskal-Wallis test results in significant p-value? So, at least one group median is different from the others. Letter A. The Friedman-Sine test is significant when blank. It is significant when the dependent groups have big medians. Letter B. 159. What is the chi-squared goodness of of feet test use? This used to comparing the observed data to expected data for a single categorical variable. Letter A. Which of the following is limitation of non-parametric tests? So the answer is they are less powerful than parametric tests for larger samples. Letter B. What is a major difference between parametric tests and non-parametric tests? So the answer is non-parametric test is less effective by outliers than a parametric test. Letter B. Which of the non-parametric tests is used as an alternative of the one-way ANOVA? So the alternative for one-way ANOVA is the Kruskal-Wallis test. 136. Which assumption is not required for non-parametric tests? So the answer is C. Random sampling. 156. In what situation would you use a Spearman-Rank correlation instead? This is used in when the data are ordinal or not normally distributed. What is an hypothesis for the chi-square test of independence? So the answer is letter A. The two variables are independent. 166. What test is appropriate for comparing the distribution of sample categorical expected frequency? So the answer is letter C, the chi-squared goodness of fit test. So 167. The null hypothesis for the Mann-Whitney U test states that the two groups have equal medians. Letter B. So 168. Which non-parametric test is used to repeated measure or match groups? So the answer is Friedman test. 169. What is the primary difference between the Wilcoxon-Rank test and the Mann-Whitney U test? The primary difference of these two statistical tools are they are essentially same but calculated differently. So what does a significant Spearman-Rank correlation indicate? It indicates that a non-monotoic relationship between two variables. A chi-square test of independence is conducted with 4 rows and 5 columns. What is the degrees of freedom? The degrees of freedom is 12. In the Kruskal-Wallis test, the test statistic is calculated using blank. Letter B. The mean of rank of each group. A Mann-Whitney U test is used to compare two independent groups. So the answer is letter A. Reject the null hypothesis. 174. Which of the following tests is appropriate for testing if observed frequency match expected frequency? So the answer is letter C. Chi-squared goodness of fit test. 175. If a p-value of Friedman test is 0.01, what does this imply at a 5% significance level? It implies that at least one group median is significantly different. Letter B. What does a significant result in Kruskal-Wallis test indicate? It indicates that at least one group differs in the distribution of median. Letter B. What is the primary purpose of Wilcoxon-Rank test? The primary purpose of Wilcoxon-Rank test is letter B. To compare paired observation for differences. 178. A researcher is analyzing the ranks of test scores in two independent groups. What test should they use? They should use letter B. Mann-Whitney U test. 179. If the p-value of Spearman-Rank correlation is 0.45 at 5% significance level, what does this indicate? It indicates that there is a significant monotoic relationship. Letter B. And lastly, 180. What is the null hypothesis in chi-squared goodness of fit test? So the expected frequency at the same. So the answer is letter B. So that will be all for the final examination together with the answer key statistic exam. So thank you and God bless.